All right. I'm so excited because we're getting down. We've got through day three. Interestingly enough, I will share with you, if you're still with me in day four, you haven't gotten hopefully overwhelmed. Day three is, even though it's exciting to dream about possibilities, exciting to think about it, it can also be very expiring to realize that, hey, I've traveled this much of my journey up to this point, and I'm a long way away from my dreamed possibilities, the things that I really want. And that's a hard thing. But if you've made it that far and you've actually written these things down, be excited because frankly, making that a reality now is within your reach. And so I'm excited for you that you're here for day four. I don't really want you to give up. And so if you're having any challenges, reach out on the Vision Challenge engagement group, reach out to somebody in the Business Growth Network Insiders, or just reach out to me directly in any way you can, and we'll get you over that. But day four is now we're going to talk about something that from a business standpoint is pretty essential. You always hear people talking, what is your value proposition? What is your unique value, as we're going to call it here? And the reason why I think this is important and really kind of wrapping up and continuing, this is the third leg. It's considered a three-legged stool, and the stool doesn't stand. The third leg is can get in the way if you don't understand your unique value. This can be the value that you've provided to your family from the beginning. This could be the value that you provided while you were in school. This could be the value that you're providing on your job. This could be the value you're providing. Ultimately, you want to think about, to make it easier, your ideal client. When we talk about business, and this could be somebody, this could be yourself. Doesn't have to be that anybody's ever paid you for this value, although most likely, if you've gotten to your unique value, your ability to monetize that, your ability to get paid for that, and your ability to fund your journey with that will be much easier. If you're trying to do something that is not aligned with your unique value, even if you can do it, and even if you've had some degree of success with it, if it doesn't align with the reason you're on the planet and doesn't take you in the direction you want to go, then your unique value might get you really off track. So look at your unique value. Who is it that comes to you? And it's many people, but we want to talk about one person. Look at your world as it sits today and think, okay, my ideal client, my ideal person that I would serve looks like this. It even has a name. Put a name on that person. And here we want you to explore basically your unique reason. I'm sorry, this guy, I'm going to have to cut that. I'm going to talk about your value discovery. So edit that out. Hopefully the first part, I'm not going to repeat it. But we're going to talk about your unique value. And I think your unique value is where kind of it all comes together. Now, when we talk about the vision catalyst, I'll talk about that in a second. Your reason, your value, and then your vision kind of flows that way. But when we talk about kind of discovering and then ultimately getting clarity on your overall vision, it's important to do it in this sequence, okay? This actually value becomes easier for people who've been in business or providing it. They kind of look at what they're doing. I'm going to ask you to do the same thing I ask you in the day two part of the Vision Challenge, where you're discussing and really brainstorming your unique vision. I want you to really brainstorm all of the values that you provide. The 90 value is what they perceive, what they receive from you, not how you do what you do. It's not even what you do as much as it is why and how. So your value is provided first of all, directly. So what did that ideal client, what is that when you think of the person that you served the most, that received the most value from you, what was the direct benefit that they got from working with you? Okay. So that's kind of the first question, and you write down all of the direct benefits that they had. The second one is really, when you look at your value, is what is it that was what I would call consequential or indirect value? And there, what accrued to them, because easiest ones to think about is, okay, if you're in the business of health and wellness, and because you provided the value of them eliminating some chronic illness, that they were able to improve their life, live longer, uh, their relationships, their business. They were able to have the energy to build their business, and so on and so forth. If you're, and so their business expanded. That's an indirect or consequential to them, you helping them with their health or their wellness. Or, the one that's kind of a little more severe is if you're in the insurance business and you have a person that you wrote an insurance policy for, and because of them having that policy and that financial piece, when something happened, they were able to weather that storm. Okay. So those are the kinds of things that are consequential or indirect. And then finally, what you would call in the business arena cost avoidance. What would have happened? And this, you can look at that ideal client. And again, I keep it simple. Look at the number one. If you have multiple types of clients, that's okay. And you can ultimately do this with them as well. But I would submit that if you're really getting with your ideal client, you're thinking about the person, if you could find one of these every day, that's who you could provide the most value to, that's your ideal client. And that's the person that you want to be thinking about this direct, indirect, and ultimately, what would have happened if they hadn't worked with you? What cost would have been if they hadn't have bought your insurance policy? They would be homeless. If they hadn't taken your business coaching, they would be out of business. And instead, they have a $50 million business now. So the gap there is huge. Part of the reason you do that is because we all minimize our value. Our unique value is ours. It's unique. It's not defined by the products or services you sell or that you deal with. It is defined by you, your identity. And you seek, whether you realize it or not, to provide that value at every opportunity. You get excited every time somebody asks you. If you get into a conversation about the thing that you know you add the most value to, that's when you light up. I don't care if you're an introvert or an extrovert. If you're talking about a subject that aligns with your identity, which includes your unique value as well as why you're here, you don't have to have any prompts to have that conversation. Okay, so that's day 4, and we're going to let you move on to day 5 and land the plane, as I say. Okay? All right, are we ready for day 5? Okay, I'm excited. How about you? Hopefully there's not a lot of gaps here, but don't worry. If there are things that you want to go back and tweak or whatever, that's not an abnormal thing either, because once you get through and you're on this journey and you start thinking about your unique value, and then you think about what I was seeking as far as my unique vision, and then you now start thinking about the reason you're here, you might be tweaking a little bit, and that's okay. Go back. It's all yours. You can edit it. We can have a post vision challenge consult, and we can begin to talk about next steps from there and figure out how to get you on daily on that bridge from your future. But let's talk about day 5. Day 5, you're going to review the value, what values you had. Look for in each area of your direct, your consequential, your cost avoidance, those areas, what are the trends? What are the things that got you the most excited to write down? What are the things that are really there that you think resonate? Because if you understand the unique value you provide, then very tactically or very importantly, from a business standpoint, if you're going to write marketing copy, if you're going to talk to your clients, if you're going to stand up and give a 30-second pitch in a networking meeting, knowing the value you provide to the room and to your unique clients in that room is extremely powerful. So that's day 4 that we've kind of brainstormed, and day 5 we're going to talk about some clarity. So we highlight maybe the top 3 things that you think are your values, and then after that I think you've got it. So don't go back and rework this yet, but then come up with a summary statement. Describe your impact. Go back to day 1 from your day 1 work and say, my unique reason is to change the world one dream at a time by helping aspiring leaders discover, clarify, and accelerate towards their unique vision. That happens to be mine, not yours. You have your own. We all have our own. Then talk about I'm doing this by providing, on what scope and scale, my unique value towards achieving my unique vision. Your value funds your journey, gives you the team that will align and surround you with, whether they're partners, clients, friends, family, whatever. And then prepare to transform, because transforming, it's what it's all about. If you get to the end here of the vision challenge, and you say, I got a great book, okay, I'll set that over here. Unfortunately, I have to have some really bad news. Nothing's going to happen. In fact, here's the scary part. 95% of the emotions and the motivations from those emotions that you wake up with every day are rooted in your past. So if your past or your history isn't the destiny that you're seeking, then you need to take that vision challenge, your unique reason, your unique vision, and your unique value, and reinforce and align with that every day. So that's what we're going to talk about next, because I'm going to talk to you for a minute about the next best step, which we call the vision catalyst. Thanks for being on this 5-day journey. If you leave here, I'm sorry. I would strongly encourage you to take this and put it into action. Get you some accountability, get a coach, get a partner, get somebody that can go on this journey with you to help you move forward on a daily basis, and especially yourself. All right? Stay 5. I'm going to do the vision catalyst here. I finished day 5, and so I'm going to. Seems to be. Yeah. It says it's recording. So.
And sometimes the camera will feedback too slow, but it comes fine.
Yeah. So the recording is. What are you using to record this? Is Screencast? Okay. So yeah. So I'm going to talk just for a second about the vision catalyst while we're. Right. That's the next step. So, and I'm not going to talk about price because we can change that. I'm just going to say that the importance of it, and kind of this is the why you want to do the vision catalyst. Okay. All right, you survived the vision challenge, and I hopefully you're as excited about that as I am because I got to tell you, your life is about ready to change. I know my life changed when I figured this out and when I went on my own journey, and I've a lot of the things that I've shared with you over the last few days uh, are things that I discovered along the way and had to figure out. And I really have a desire to see millions of people impacted by what we're doing here with the Vision Challenge because I believe it's so critical. It's so fundamental to your health, to your wealth, to your relationships, and to your impact on the world once you ultimately leave because we nobody gets out of here alive, right? So we're all on a journey of significance. So we want to continue to move forward in a way that is a daily journey. So I know that this 5 days has been intense. I know, hopefully, it's been intense. Hopefully, you've really gotten in and done the work. And if you haven't, that's okay because the next best step really is to take what you have and for us to get that implemented in your own personal vision catalyst. Now, we're going to give you, if you haven't already seen it, my version of the Vision Catalyst for me. This is maybe not the latest one that I've done because it's something you continue to refine because you're moving forward, you're on a journey. But the Vision Catalyst is a tool where we'll take all of the components, your unique reason why you're on the planet, your unique value, what it is that you're providing that hopefully is allowing you to monetize and sustain your journey. And then your unique vision, if anything were possible. And the thing is, we're going to create a vision catalyst. It is a 1.5 to 2 minute video that you'll have on your phone or you can have on your computer. You can have it in any venue or any place you want that you will wake up in the morning, and as soon as you finish any biological things, you can go into a kind of a meditative state, get everything off you, and remind yourself every day. Start out your day with taking that 5% of your conscious thought and programming your subconscious to align with what you said, your words, not some injected words or some statements that some guru has told you you need to be saying, but your words, your unique reason, your unique vision, your unique value, and pictures and music that evokes the right emotion for you in that whole process. And you're going to watch that, and it's going to have your words, pictures that motivate you or encourage you. Can be the more real, the more close they are to your life, the better. If you looked at mine, you'll see pictures of my granddaughter. You'll see marriage events that have occurred. You'll see some travel that I was. You'll see a number of things. These all remind me of what my ideal day looks like because each day you're aligning and transforming to that. This isn't the end, this isn't some magic, but if you're wanting to manifest or attract that, then you need to do it on a daily basis. So you would go through this vision catalyst, which we'll share with you, and each day start out by watching it one time through, then watching it and reading out loud the words that you've chosen. Not that I've given to you or somebody else, but I'll help you create those. And then read it out loud. So there's several concepts which many people are probably familiar with. There's visioning. Some people use vision boards. They use a number of things. This includes visioning. This one tool includes visioning. It includes affirmations, because basically you're stating what your vision is in the present tense. This is my life. This is my day. I'm living my ideal day. You're reminding yourself what that feels like, looks like, you're getting emotions, and then what they call neuro-linguistic programming. So you're speaking the words. and you're hearing yourself. You're seeing emotional pictures. You're seeing your words, and you're hearing yourself speak those. At the end of each day, you will watch this video at least once. And if you get stuck along the day, if you have a bad meeting, or you have a bad client, or somebody takes you off and says, "Why are you doing that? You're not worth anything," you can watch this video and remind yourself, this is the journey I'm on. Because guess what? There's a voice in your head that's reminding you of all the things in your past that aren't where you're going, and maybe are contradictory to what you know is your life purpose and what you know is your value. And so you need to remind yourself. So the Vision Catalyst is essentially that. It's a very cool tool, and it has changed my life and those who I've been able to create a vision, that have gone through the Vision Challenge and created a Vision Catalyst for. Now from there's a whole lot of things that we can work on in terms of what we call a transformation campaign, but the next best step is the Vision Catalyst, and I would encourage you to sign up today with the input from your Vision Challenge to create your own Vision Catalyst that will enable you on a daily basis to start moving towards that vision if anything were possible. Thanks again. See ya.